Hey guys, Desert Survivalist here. Just doing another video on my E-tool this time. It's called E for the Everything tool. It's the military standard folding shovel. As you guys might remember, I used to have kind of a green civilian version of one that wasn't very good. I think I got that at a yard sale for about $1. This one I picked up at the swap meet I buy out of for about 15 bucks, I think. With the case, I think it was closer to 20, but I've had the case for a while, more than I've had the actual E-tool. But standard military, folds up just like that, black, very nice. The case, this is one of the new MOLLE cases in ACU. Attachment on the back there, pretty heavy duty. Nice lot of space in there. If you're looking for another general MOLLE case to just hold whatever with, if you don't have a folding shovel, this is a good case because it folds over the top. You can crank it down with that strap, and there you go. You get a nice little case for your shovel or whatever else you want to carry in there. The shovel itself, this is really heavy duty steel. I don't know that there's much that would break this other than rolling over it with a truck, perhaps. This one was made in 1974. Remarkably little wear for being a used item, so I don't think it actually got used very much. What I'm going to do is put the camera here so I can show you how it works, in case none of you have ever had the experience of using an E-tool. So basically, this is how it is folded. So you're going to push up on the handle there until it kind of holds, makes a right angle there. So that's the handle. Then push up on the blade, and this one is just insanely stiff, as all of them should be. So that's your shovel blade. So now you're going to pry back until it's about that angle, and you want to look here, because this is how the blade operates on pretty much all E-tools. You've got this little screw thing here. Now you screw that up tight against there. You got to make sure that's been at the right angle so it gets nice and tight against that little joint there. Now you don't screw that in until you unfold the handle all the way. Sorry if I sound out of breath, but it's got a little bit of work doing this. So your handle folded, and then when everything's all unfolded, you screw that bolt up, cinch that down nice and tight, and you have your shovel. Now that's what the whole shebang looks like right there. The head was designed with a couple different functions. There's two different saw parts here and here. Those are kind of ridged, you can see. This side is supposed to be kind of a sharpened for using as a hatchet. I guess you're going to be beating on it like that. You'd have to do quite a bit of sharpening, in my opinion, to really get this to cut wood. I've never had to cut wood with it, but it's not really that super sharp. It'll cut dirt pretty well, but not wood. Same with the saw. It has a lot to be desired for those purposes. So if you want to sharpen them, go ahead. Big sturdy rivets hold everything together. I don't think this is going to have any problems coming apart on you. This is the main part where you put your foot to dig. That's pretty reinforced. And then of course the shaft and the handle. The handle's nice because it kind of gives you a variety of ways to grip it, other than the old, back in World War II, I think they just had the wooden stick like a regular shovel. This actually, you can, if you're going to be using it for a hatchet, you can kind of grab it from there. If you're digging, you can grab it with this handle. If If you need to use it as a self-defense weapon, you can kind of grab it from the sides and whack people with it. And as far as it's been my research, it has been used as a self-defense weapon in close quarters by our troops in several wars, just because it came to that. Overall, it's a very good piece of gear. I definitely go with the military ones, or maybe like a better quality one made by Gerber or somebody, than a civilian one. This was made by, I don't know if you can see that, Ames. They make a lot of the older ones of these. Remarkable thing about these, you can also use them kind of as a stool. If you fold the handle at a right angle to the shaft, you can kind of tighten this bolt back down and use it as a stool. Stick the blade in the ground and sit on it, although it's not really optimized for that. Gives you a little bit of a rest. I've seen people use them that way, kind of put them over a fire and cook their food. You put your canteen cup flat on there like that and use it to cook food. I mean, these, go online and do some research on these things, because people use them for all sorts of stuff. You can also turn the blade to different angles. Now I'm gonna set the camera here again. Turn the blade to different angles if you want. And give me just a second while I get this cranked there. Okay, now there's a totally different angle, and with that you've got your pickaxe, which is the other thing that's going to be used. If you're really trying to trench a foxhole quick, you can just start picking the dirt like that, only a lot harder, and start making your little trench with it, which is the main reason they carry these tools, for entrenching. But it's a very usable piece of gear for a survivalist. It's kind of heavy, probably about, I'd say 2 or 3, probably 3 pounds, which doesn't sound heavy, but once you add it onto the side of your pack, it does kind of influence the weight. Well, maybe it's more about 5 pounds with the case. If you can add it to your bug out bag or add it to your web gear, go ahead. I don't keep this on my bug out bag until it's one of those last minute items. I'll decide whether to strap on the side or not, depending on whether I have to go. If you're going to be out in the woods, though, definitely probably a piece of gear you want to take with you. Applications for around the house survival, I mean, if you want to use it to dig your garden or something, you can do that. Dig a latrine if you have to, stuff like that. These are good little tools, and might pick one up at your surplus store with gun show or wherever you can find this sort of stuff next time you have a chance. Probably run, I think I've seen them around 15-20 bucks, 25 at the outside. So keep this in mind while you're prepping, and hope this review helped. Thanks a lot, guys.